What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be discussing as to why people always are hating on hardcore game mode and why people actually suck at it, and that's one of the main reasons why they complain about it and why they give it so much hate. Now, before we get into that, I want you guys to subscribe if you haven't already, to drop that thumbs up on the video, and then after you're done watching the video, guys, I want you guys to comment down below your opinions on core, hardcore, whatever it may be. I want you guys to let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about both game modes down below. But anyways, guys, much love once again. Let's get right into this. Now, the first thing that I want to say is people are always saying, well, intoxication, hardcore is not played in tournament platforms. And I'm just sitting over here like, well, yeah, core is the go-to mode for tournaments and stuff because it was introduced years later, and it would be so like crazy if they changed, like, okay, they're like, okay, now we're gonna have hardcore, esports and stuff like that. They can't just up and change that because they already have an established environment. They already have an established like setting. They can't just up and change it. Oh, we're having hardcore now. Ooh, that's one of the main reasons why it's not played in tournaments. Not only just that, with it being introduced years later into Call of Duty, it is also not the most popular mode because it was introduced later, and the people that were not like wanting to give it a try, or people who haven't caught on, are not going to be able to play that game mode because people are already like they only know how to play core, if that makes sense. That's one of my main complaints, man, is just like people are always saying, well, it's not played in competitive backgrounds, it's not played in like esports, it's not played in tournaments and stuff like that. But it's one of the main reasons is because it was introduced years later. There's not enough people on it because it was introduced years later. Once again, people can't just catch on to it because they don't know how to actually run spawns, they don't know how to actually everything like that. So, like, that's one of the main reasons why it is not ran in that kind of background, because not enough people are on it, because in my opinion, it was introduced years later. Not because it's trash, but people can't just catch on to it like, some people can. Now, moving on along, another reason why I feel like hardcore is catching so much hate is because anyone can really have the chance to kill you. Like, say, for instance, if Timmy No Thumbs is, like, across the street, and this man literally gets one lucky bullet on you, it can kill you. But in my opinion, doesn't that add quite more of a challenge that Timmy No Thumbs can still kill you, even if, what I'm saying, like, it's his first kill ever, he can still kill you. Like, that's what adds more of a challenge of it to me, because in core, you're just going to keep slaughtering Timmy No Thumbs because he can't get off, like, a consistent 5 shots, and so you're just basically going to keep slaughtering him. Core, in my opinion, is a lot easier, because I'm going to be honest, I play both modes, and I hold my own, and I do the exact same, basically, in both modes. But the reason being is because I started out as a core player, I went to hardcore, and I liked it a lot, and then I can basically go back and forth between core and hardcore equally with no problem. But some people, they're so addicted to core, they only play core, that they only know how core works. So when they actually try to go over to hardcore, they get slaughtered, smacked, or they don't do as well. But moving on along with that, it seems as if, like, since they can't just straight up demolish people that have no thumbs, people get irritated about it because somebody that basically is, like, not as good at the game can equally kill them with 1 to 2 shots. So I feel like that's one of the main reasons as well that people complain about hardcore, is because, like, if you're a sweat in core and you're like, oh, well, this man didn't even deserve to come in because he has like a 0.6 KD, they're going to complain about it because they equally can kill them with 1 to 3 shots. So I think that's one of the main reasons as well, is because people don't like dying by people who are, like, not as good as them. And in core, it's harder to see that because if somebody is not as good as you, 9 times out of 10 you smack them. That's just my personal opinion about that. But moving on along as well, if you do suck at hardcore, one of the main tips that I can give you guys is don't play it like core. If you play it like core, you're either going to play it too slow, you're going to be questioning yourself nonstop, and you're just going to, like, I don't know, you're just not going to know exactly how the game mode runs. How I run hardcore is aggressive as heck. You have to run hardcore aggressive. Now, there are some people who just camp and stuff like that, but that's why you make flank routes and you play aggressive still, and you basically get them as well. With that being said, if you're trying to be good at hardcore, memorize spawns, up your awareness, up your reaction time. Hardcore is good for all of these things. Hardcore is good at getting your awareness up and knowing, like, what footsteps sound like, because you have no radar, you have no HUD, you have nothing. You basically just have your eyes and ears to basically count on. That's why I like hardcore, is because it keeps all your senses up. Now with hardcore as well, whenever I'm basically trying to, like, learn spawns and stuff like that, is a good thing as well, because, like, 1 to 2 shot, they spawn right to your right. Oh wow, he spawned to my right, kill him again. Where's he spawn again after you kill him to your right? Oh, he spawns to the left again. I don't know, it's just like small things with hardcore can actually help you improve in your overall gameplay, transferring that over to core as well. Another thing I'd like to add on as well is when I first started playing hardcore, man, I'm not gonna lie, I was a complete bot. I was a complete bot at all, man. I had a 0.7 KD, dude. Like, this was like back in BO1, man. I had a 0.7 KD, and then Black Ops 2 comes around, and I tried out hardcore for the first time, man. And I'm talking about, like, I started to feel better about myself because, like, I don't know, like, the hardcore game mode was, like, it was different. It started helping me get my reaction time up because, like, I was like, oh my god, I'm tired of dying so much. So, like, I would literally start flicking on people. I'd start, like, memorizing where spawns were. I was starting to memorize, you know, exactly, like, the patterns and stuff like that. I don't know. And then whenever I went back over to core, it transferred over, and I felt like I was a god because my reaction time had become so amazing because it's like I trained myself on hardcore. But some people don't want to say it like that. But it's the truth. If you see it in that aspect, man, hardcore trains you on your awareness, your reaction time, and so many other different aspects. And then whenever you transfer it over to core, core trains you on consistency with your shots, and basically how to, I don't know, maneuver around the map whenever you're basically not trying to die by an entire squad pursuing you. I don't know, that's just my opinion, man. I don't know, but this game's, like, TTK on core is the lowest I think it's ever been in Call of Duty. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, I mean, people that are complaining that core is this and this and this, core in this year's game kind of reminds me of hardcore and Black Ops 4, but that's just my personal opinion. But anyways, I don't know, man. People just always have to find something to complain about and everything like that, but they don't even give something a try, and they just complain about it. And that's my number one thing that I actually hate about people who complain about hardcore, is because core players, that when they try to go to hardcore, 9 times out of 10 they get smacked. But if you take a hardcore player and you put them in a core environment, they can 9 times out of 10 hold their own. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys personally think about that. But that's up to today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and my little rant session and my opinions on the whole subject. So make sure you guys subscribe if you're ready to drop that thumbs up to the video and then comment once again. But anyways, guys, much love once again. Peace.